In a distant village surrounded by endless sand dunes, there lived a wise man named Eli. Eli wasn't just known for his wisdom, but also for his uncanny ability to solve the most complicated problems using only a few words. People often said, Eli's words are like arrows. They never miss their target. One sunny day, a young traveler named Samuel arrived in the village. Samuel was a wandering merchant famous for his eloquence, but he had a serious problem. No one ever stayed to listen to his lengthy speeches. Frustrated and seeking help, Samuel decided to visit Eli for advice. When Samuel arrived at Eli's home, he found a crowd gathered around him, listening intently. He waited patiently until the gathering dispersed, then approached Eli and said, "Wise Eli, I need your help. No matter how hard I try, people lose interest in my words. I want to learn how to make my words impactful." Eli smiled gently and asked, "Samuel, have you heard the story of the deep well?" Samuel looked puzzled. "No, what is it?" Eli said, "The deep well holds pure water. If you draw from it sparingly, it remains useful and nourishing. But if you empty it all at once, it dries up and loses its value. Words, Samuel, are like water from the well, too many of them, and they lose their meaning." Samuel chuckled nervously and replied, "I understand what you're saying, Eli, but how do I apply this to my life?" Eli's smile widened. "I'll give you a challenge. If you succeed, you'll learn the power of few words." The people nearby perked up, curious about what Eli was planning. The wise man leaned in and said, "There's a valley nearby called Echo Canyon. To find what you seek, you must complete 3 challenges there. Each will teach you something about the value of brevity. Challenge 1, the Valley of Echoes." Eli led Samuel to a vast canyon surrounded by towering cliffs. "Stand in the middle of the valley," Eli instructed, "and call for water." Samuel shouted, "I need water." His voice echoed endlessly through the canyon, but no water appeared. Frustrated, he yelled louder, but it was no use. Eli calmly said, "Try using just one word." Samuel thought for a moment and then shouted, "Water." To his astonishment, water began to flow from a hidden spring in the rocks. Eli smiled and said, "Do you see? A single well-chosen word can unlock what endless chatter cannot." Challenge 2, the riddle of the old sage. Eli then took Samuel to an abandoned hut deep in the valley. Inside, Samuel found an open book with a single question written on its pages. "What grows more beautiful, the less there is of it?" Samuel pondered the riddle for a long time. Finally, he answered, "Words." As soon as he spoke, a hidden door opened, revealing a small chest. Inside was a scroll that read, "The secret to wisdom is brevity." Challenge 3, the duel of the sword and word. For the final challenge, Eli led Samuel to an ancient courtyard where a fearsome warrior named Victor awaited. "Samuel," Eli said, "you must defeat Victor, but not with a sword. Use your words." Samuel stood before the towering warrior and said calmly, "True strength lies not in your arm, but in your mind. And while you are strong, you need me to guide your battles." Victor hesitated, lowering his sword. "You're right," he admitted. "Your words have won." With the challenges complete, Eli turned to Samuel and said, "You've proven yourself, Samuel. You now understand that fewer words can carry greater power. They can open doors, bring peace, and even conquer the strongest foes." Samuel returned to his travels a changed man. From that day forward, people began calling him Samuel the Wise, the man whose few words left a lasting impact.